Hello and welcome everybody to some Let's Stream Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth Rising Tide. I decided I'd stream this because earlier today I basically accidentally won on the second hardest difficulty with a conquest victory. I went into it, first time ever doing second hardest difficulty in Beyond Earth, that's usually the difficulty I do in Civ 5. First time doing it in Beyond Earth, and I ravaged everyone without losing a city, because the AI is awful. They have no idea how to use the new mechanics in Rising Tide, so I'm going to be teaching you how to completely dominate the second hardest difficulty. I assume the hardest difficulty is going to be way harder when I try that. I'm guessing it's going to be like deity level, you know, like in other Civ games. All right, so we're going to set up game. Soyuz? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's the second hardest. Apollo's the hardest. We're going to go second hardest. Game pace normal. Planet size small because I find that there's large areas of land in this game that don't get used. Even on small, it's kind of ridiculous. Music is turned off in this playthrough, by the way. Don't want copyright claims on YouTube. I might turn up the volume a little bit because it seems a little quiet, though. So we get to pick our sponsor now, which is essentially our country, if you play other Civ games. I believe this is North Sea Alliance, which actually are not amazing. They're okay. Their main advantage is one that you wouldn't see right off the bat. It says aquatic cities have 50% more combat strength and require 50% less production to move, and you can make planetfall on the sea if you have if able to. So the city strength is only good if they attack you, in which case it's pretty good. I never got attacked. Nothing that I ever had to defend with a city, at least. And half cost to move is pretty nice for taking tiles because sea-based aquatic cities do not acquire tiles through culture. They acquire either through buying it or by moving the city and driving over or boating over what they want to take. It's a very weird system. It's basically using production instead of culture. However, as a bonus, they have 50% extra culture going into getting virtues, which are essentially social policies. Their advantage that you don't see, which is the biggest one, is that they have really useless diplomatic abilities that other people can pick up from you that give you a lot of points and give them nothing that they could ever use against you. They have an ability where they can restock their unit's health in one turn if fortified in a city, and the other one they can get from you is extra city defense in their aquatic cities. These are both abilities that if they declare war on you, they lose them immediately with no benefit, but you will have gotten all the diplomatic points for giving it to them. And for some reason, the AI loves these. So the AI ends up constantly giving you all these diplomatic points that you can use to boost yourself up. And if you ever declare war on these people in the future, it's of no... The policies didn't do any long-term benefit. The policy is gone the second you declare war. So the North Sea Alliance is actually really good for that. And the other thing is that the AI has absolutely no idea how to defend against a navy. I used them this morning. I'm going to use them now. I don't even think they're that great a team overall. I think they're definitely better ones. Like Africa here, the African Union, are amazing. They're all about growth rate. And if you know anything about my strategies in Civ 5, having high population cities is a huge deal. I want to immediately rush the early game, so we're actually going to go in science. And I like to take Teutonic Scanner. Often I take Reveal the Coasts. However, I don't really want to take that with a sea-based team, because sea-based teams, ships move a lot faster than ground units. There isn't terrain to worry about. So you move very fast, it's very easy to scout. I might as well just see where things are for the sake of building cities. And as always, I always begin with a worker unit to get tile improvements as early as possible. I don't really care what world I'm on. I guess I'll go... Well, what did it give us? One ocean, one large... Here we go. Few large land masses separated by oceans and some smaller islands. This is your basic continental one, which is the default in any given Civ game. I'm going to show you my advanced setup just so you know that I'm not cheating or anything here. It's all the victory types. Only advanced game options are quick combat and quick movement, which is just an aesthetic thing to speed up the game pace so you don't see the animations. All of this stuff is default. Up here is the things you pick at the beginning, which you just saw me pick. I'm Duncan Hughes of the North Sea Alliance, and everyone else is a random sponsor. Let's start the game. Now, when I hit start game, everything might freak out. Something about how this game is programmed makes things kind of go weird while the game's first loading. So if weird shit occurs, just know that everything will be okay. Alright? All right, let's do this. Let's see what happens. Life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Duncan Hughes did not stop with the success of the ARC program. Wasn't there a game that came out just recently with an ARC program that was like a space thing too? Soma? Didn't Soma do that? Isn't that the plot of Soma? Something about like launching an artificial intelligence database of humans into space called the ARC program? Huh. Oh, I heard a sound effect. Yeah! So chat, you're gonna have to let me know if everything exploded. I'll start here. I definitely want Aquatic City. I am the North Sea Alliance. Ah, God, those are horrible spots for aliens. That's basically Soma? Awesome. Okay. I'm probably gonna get Domination Victory just because it's really easy. Okay, so we start with an Explorer and our Worker. We can mine immediately and I can get the gold going early, which is good because neither of these are food-based things here, so I might as well. Yeah, I might as well. So, food focus, and I'm going to manually lock on that for now. And the Explorer, I go manual for the first little while. First thing I rush to immediately is chemistry with these guys, so I can get laboratories and recyclers to up my production and my science. Those are really big. It also gives you the submarine, which I very rarely use because it's not very mobile. It's more so for defense. And then I'm going to queue up pioneering, because I always go for pioneering next, because that gets us trade stuff and colonists, so I can get my second city decently early. Going for clinic early, because we need the science. Yeah, we're ready to keep going. So no one else has made landfall. Oh no, someone made landfall. Can you eat aliens? No, they can eat you. I'm likely going to be killing a lot of the aliens, because I'm going to be taking a bonus early on where killing aliens gives me science. Okay, we want to mine on the gold, because it gives us good amount of production. It also gives us culture per turn, which culture per turn early on is a big deal. Of course, we want resource pods early. You'll notice I'm trying not to kill these guys. I'm just trying to soften them up, because I don't have the ability yet to get the science out of them. It also takes a ridiculous amount of killing. Takes a ridiculous amount of killing aliens to actually piss them off. Okay, so energy is money. If you've played other Civ games, we just got 60 gold from that. Quest, find 2 resource pods, found 0. We clearly just found one, but okay. That's something that'll happen naturally, really. Yeah, I'm already locally recording, guys. Yes, you can harvest their brains, the alien brains for science, actually. You can raid alien nests and get artifacts from them, which can often give you science, amongst other things. Oh, that was an island there. I shouldn't have gone there. Wasted movement. Right, so we got a population. Let's manually lock that on another good tile there. Quest update, research pioneering. I got that queued up anyway. You'll notice I skip a lot of turns I could be attacking aliens, mostly because I just want to scout early on. I don't want to waste too much time. Oh god, we have a lot of these floaty aliens. I hate these things. They really keep you from expanding in the water. Okay, 16 or 13 turns, 4 turns. We're going to hurt our food slightly to massively speed up our first cultural thingy thing. Is this game worth getting? I like it a lot. It just has a lot of issues. I've instantly forgot that these guys were here. I can go between them. I don't think they can attack adjacently anyway. And aliens are not nearly as aggressive as barbarians in Civ games. You basically have to piss them off before they go attacking you. Or get close to their nest. That'll piss them off. Okay, so we're going to relock onto that one since we're upgrading that soon. And get off my land. Old Earth Relic to get the culture going faster. Quest decision. What resources do we have nearby? That's usually how I determine what I want to go. I'm already seeing Floatstone for Purity. There's Phyrexite over there for Supremacy. Supremacy is generally my favorite. Actually, you know what? Supremacy and Purity are both my favorites. Purity, or Supremacy and Harmony are my favorites. Purity is the only one I don't particularly like. Although I don't like a lot of the unit bonuses in Harmony. Supremacy is probably my favorite. But if we have Floatstone nearby, that's leaning towards Purity, which is my least favorite, but whatever, we'll go for it. Let's immediately get Adaptive Tactics so we get experience 50% faster in combat. Those would both be killing blows, so let's not do them. That is a floating alien structure, which will probably give me a quest. Purity. There is an alien skeleton down there that I want, but I believe it's under the other alien. I cannot interact with this? I cannot interact with this right now. Okay. Yeah, I haven't actually run into any siege worms since playing the expansion. Then again, I've been at sea for this is now my third match of the expansion, and I'm at sea again. So you're not gonna run into any siege worms in the water because we're gonna get a patrol boat first. It's your basic naval melee unit. Has a good amount of movement though for scouting. Are there any Zerglings? No. Right. So we want to go into survivalism, which is damage bonus against aliens, and then we want scavenging, which is killing. Aliens gives us science. Which we're really trying to rush towards that right now, which is why I'm focusing so much on culture there, when I really should put some more turns into food. Normally, you really, really want food. Food is one of the most important things in any Civ game. But I really wanted to get that first little bit of culture out. Now that we have it out, back to getting the more citizens. Have you ever tried allying with the aliens? You don't really ally with the aliens, you can just be friendly to them. I'm usually friendly to them, but with this playstyle, I might as well get some experience off killing them. There's a resource pod. Okay. Got our first technology, got another population, which I'm going to put into that culture and production. Again, normally I wouldn't do that, but we really need to get rid of these aliens and rush the technology to do so. So the patrol boat's just going to defend this worker while he makes a barge. Resource pod free. Solar collector, that's one you usually get early on. It is an orbital thingy that gives you a range of 1 extra coin or energy per turn in the zone per tile, which is very nice. I like an early laboratory, but I want the recycler first because it gives us production. This game is kind of spooky. It is kind of spooky. Alien nest up there. I'm trying to discover a lot of alien nests because those are going to give me a lot of science and artifacts to destroy. An alien just killed themselves on me, and unfortunately, that was weird. Right before I got scavenging. So we have scavenging now, we can start hunting some aliens. And we just got a total of 18 science right there, which is much more than we make per turn. We're gonna want some gunboats to take care of these things, because they're completely immobile. So if you ram it with a ship, you're probably gonna get messed up. Another floating alien structure. Okay, so we haven't met anyone yet. 2 people have made landfall, aside from us. We want to meet them decently early on, maybe get some trade routes going. Sunken vehicles, so we can get an expedition going. I was just healing up my ship there. Oh, someone landed nearby. This is probably going to be the first person we kill, because they're on a very nearby coast. We'll meet them soon. Investigate alien structures. Finally, we got that quest, because there are a lot of alien structures around here. Right, construct the excavation before anyone else does, though. We have a patrol boat, so we can start scouting out and killing aliens and stuff. Our barge here is done, so we're getting extra energy per turn off this, which we can start using to buy things at some point. And production is more important than money, so I'm going to be putting up a farm there because I want to work that tile. There are a lot of eldritch horrors in this lake, yes. Giant tentacle monsters. I have never seen this many in a water area before. Jesus, they're just everywhere! Oh, there's an alien structure I can check out. Okay, we're building a laboratory now. Our recycler is done, so we're getting extra production per turn, which is useful. That is a shit spot for that person to land, because look at all those unworkable tiles. He better have good stuff around the other side, or else he got really ripped off. Alright, got a quest update. Now we need to investigate 2 more. Okay. Sea Dragon? Yeah, Sea Dragon. Those things are tough. Bombarded with the castle, though, because my castles, or my cities, my water cities, have a lot of extra... Hi! It's India! So are you the one up here, probably? You start with an explorer up there, okay. Yeah, you're easy to kill. She takes tiles quicker through culture, I believe. I think it's their ability. Let's see here. I could go physics and go for an observatory to keep the science game going early, as well as dry docks, which would be very awesome for bringing up my navy. So physics. Have you ever played a full-on horror game? Many, yes. In fact, I Let's Played Amnesia back when it came out, and the whole Let's Play got corrupted. It was good, too. I even had Brandon in the room with me. I was really happy with how that came out. So we're going to get an extra culture per relic instead of free maintenance on it, because money is way less of an issue than culture in this game. Have you seen Until Dawn? Yes, I've watched a playthrough of the entire game. Might as well get the decisive victory off that one. And is that a resource pod and an alien nest? 2 things I want to destroy. Let's pick up adaptive sciences early, which is awesome. 20% extra affinity from researching technologies that give you affinity. Getting that this early on will give us a big bonus through the game for advancing our military. Boost of 80 production. That is really good. 23 science, and then another 40 science, and then next turn we're going to take over that alien thingy thing, which will get me another 60, and I don't think that this guy's going to be able to stop me. So we're doing very good in the beginning. Always take healthiness. Healthiness is a big deal no matter how you're playing the game, but especially big if you're playing military. We can get a 1-turn trade depot now for even more production because of that huge production bonus. So we're definitely taking that. And pillage! That got us a whole technology. We also got food back in Deep Castle from it. Alright. Investigate. Are there any more that we found that we didn't investigate yet? Yeah, there's one down here. Alright, we're gonna send our explorer to start going down there. Quest decision? Okay, who do we want nearby? We want the culture one nearby. Culture trade route. Really easy trade route to do on that, too. Okay, that got us physics way earlier than we were probably supposed to have it. I would like to take ecology so I can get the ultrasonic fence, because that triggers a quest where our trade units become immune to alien life. And because we're going to piss off a lot of alien life, we kind of want to be immune to that. Let's go ahead and get our gunboat. Let me know, guys, if you hear any beeping occasionally in the background, because my dryer is going off. Because if you can hear that, then I'll go turn it off. And if you don't, I'll wait until a break. Well, that got us a quick population, right when our farm finished, too. Alright, this is the one we were going to go downwards with. That is a hell of a monster right there. So that's their capital. 31 defense, almost 32. Not ready to attack that yet. Gonna want to upgrade a little bit, get a few more ships. Okay, so every player has now made landfall. And I think everyone's on a coast, which is bad news for them. So now we're at the point in the game where we want to start getting some ships. We want to start building up our navy and start just mass wiping out aliens for the science. I don't think he'll attack one of my units in my own land. No, I'm not playing Payday right now because this expansion just came out and I'm having a lot of fun with it. Research computing, that's to get spying. Yeah, they want me to get a spy network, which I will, just not immediately. So let's go into diplomacy here. We've only met you.
Namaste.
And you don't have any personality traits yet, so you have no preferences. We just hit 150 diplomatic capital, though. What can you give us as India? +3 healthiness in your capital. That'll go up if I ally with you. That's not bad. Self-reliance, extra gets rid of unhealthiness for global population reduced by 10%. Those are both really good bonuses. That would make this person, in a normal game where I'm not trying to slaughter everyone, I would consider India a very good ally to have with those traits. Her fear for me is low, her respect for me is okay. I want to pick up an early personality trait, though. I want to immediately pick up Industrialist. So we now produce 8% more production from every city. Over the course of that game, that'll add up to a lot of extra production. Will you be my ally? Nick, are you asking me out? Because the answer is yes. I've seen your Instagram. Mr. Over 1,000 followers. And we got another technology that we apparently found while missiling nearby animals. We have a gunboat now, which is a ranged boat. We are going to breeze through this early science, and I want biochemistry for the water refinery, which gives you 1 production off every water tile. And when you have cities built on the water, it's just 1 extra production per tile. That is incredible. That might be overpowered, in fact, that water cities have that strong of a building. It made sense in the base game when you just had cities on land that had that. It just makes the coast better. So we can get a rudder here, gives us some science and makes it so it's less production to move the city. So we can move the city in 3 turns if we want to. Normally that'd be 6, which is really bad, but it's one of the North Sea Alliance's abilities. They require half the production to move the city, which is a nice ability, even if you don't use it all that often. Because it's how they take more land. And our population's at 4. We have, 6 tiles here that we're using? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tiles, so we do want to move at some point soon. However, I want another colonist early. So we're going to go ahead and get started on Actually, let me just check real quick. Stagnation right now? Oh, because that guy's right there. Okay. Well, we're going to put a turn right now into colonist anyway, because we'd be stagnant either way. Oh, thanks for following Zone Destroyed. So we want to get that alien nest taken care of. That'll give us a lot more science. So we're half scouting, and we're half killing right now. Thanks for following, Nick. Let's keep going south, because we want to get down here. I'm manually doing it just so I can kind of keep an eye out for things. You never know. Okay, now that alien isn't there, if we were to switch away from colonist, how much? 41 turns before a new citizen? Yeah, that's not good enough. We're getting another colonist. And then we can get a trade route going between our 2 colonies to give some mutual food between them to speed up population growth. And boom! Pillaged! Crystal shrimp pupa. So we have our first artifact. You can put artifacts in these slots, and you can complete research and get something out of it. However, if you put 3 in, instead of just doing it as soon as you get them, if you put 3 in, you get something big, like some kind of bonus. They're very much worth getting. We've started to piss off the aliens, that's why they're going yellow. They're moderately hostile to us now, because we're killing them so quickly. If we leave them alone for a little while, they'll start to calm down. A lot of this is added by DLC, like the fact that we have a city on the water, the fact that I'm the North Sea Alliance, that's a new team, and this whole diplomacy thing, this entirely reworked, really cool diplomacy, is expansion stuff. I think it's a very worthwhile expansion. I am having a lot of fun with it. Let's get our virtue first. I always like to get that stuff first, so I can use those for educated decisions. Bonus, right. Sorry, I was just reminding myself of those. Let's get our free affinity level early. Even if I do really like Army Engineering Corps, we're likely going to get that much later. Or Corps, rather than Corps. And we're going to go into Purity just because it's what's nearby. However, the nice thing about this is our patrol boats upgrade from, what were they previously, strength 10 to strength 16. I want you to have a bonus against naval melee, because we're fighting a lot more of that. And soldiers, which we're likely never going to build a soldier. My entire previous match, I didn't build a single one. They might as well have an attack bonus. Okay, gunboat. Just keep shooting down enemies. And we're going to turn on alien nest view so that we can easily spot alien nests, or at least a bit more easily spot alien nests, because I really want to hunt them down. What is that? Explorer needs to get that, okay. Okay, I'm probably going to lose that unit because I just realized after I moved that this thing does move, and that thing is a hellish giant turtle tank. So I'm likely going to lose that unit, which is a really big loss early on when my navy is really important. They redid a lot of the HUD, yes. I think my cutter survived. How the hell did my cutter survive that? Oh. Oh, we met Russia, Slavic Federation. He has no major traits yet. Neither of them have traits yet. I'm the first one with a trait. Okay. Trying to salvage that ship. I don't want to lose it. Another 10 science there. Yeah. Which is about an extra turn of science, which is really nice. We're going to use our gunboat to defend our colonist in a moment, though. I'm thinking there's a lot of resource-rich areas over here to take, but at the same time, I really want the petroleum for orbital units. You know what? I might not use a whole lot of orbital units. Yep. Another attack bonus. Right, and it's always a slow start because your city does count as land. So land units or ambidextrous. What do you call it when it's in amphibious, where it's water and land? They count as coming off of a platform or coming off the shore into the water when they do that. So your boats, unlike Civ 5, can heal at sea. I'm just kind of trying to find a good spot. I think this might be an okay spot to heal for now. Hey, buddy. I'll wait for you to finish exploring that so I can go in. Found an outpost. We're going to be doing that soon. And we'll get a free gunboat out of it, or a cutter, rather, because that's what our gunboats are called now. Make another gunboat. Gunboats are really good. You want a lot of gunboats with a few cutters backing them up. And we want extra expedition modules for now, because those artifact bonuses are gonna be really good. Hey, Ash. Okay, well, we're gonna just defend ourselves along here. I think we're gonna go up towards the float stone, since that is part of our victory type. Sorry, just checking something. Here we go. You received 3 geothermal from alien structures inside your territory. That is a phenomenally useless bonus that I'm likely never going to get anything out of. So you, my fine feathered friend who does not have feathers, are going to go down there and get that artifact. Again, you guys didn't hear that beeping? I just want to make sure. I don't want anyone to be annoyed with that. Oh, they've calmed down. The aliens have already calmed down. Which means I'm going to start coming over here and scouting out. I think for now I want to set up here and then surf my way over here. Let me just think real quick. Put the grid on. It's 1, so city, let's say city range would be here. 2, or rather it'd be 1, 2, 3. So I could go all the way up to there and then buy those 2. So yeah, this is a good place to start the city, because again, aquatic cities move. I cannot make an outpost here. Is it too close to another one? Could be too close to an enemy, maybe. It might not like that there are all these enemies around. Okay, I will start here, buy that one, and move up then.